Hey guys, Robo Rick here. Basically, I know I did like a little live stream going into the predictions of the fight on the Facebook page, facebook.com/the Robo Rick. Um, but since I was on my 2-year anniversary trip to Hawaii, I decided that I was gonna hold off making my prediction video, so I figured I would give it now. A lot of people. Sorry, guys. I'm just looking at washing machines and stuff. I was told by YouTube I should record on my phone more, so I decided to do it. But yeah, man, it's the CM Punk fight. It went down the way we all thought it would. I'm not gonna lie. Towards the end, after the evolution of Punk. Episode 4, when the fucking Living Color song played, his intro music, I was kind of hoping he beat Mickey, but I mean, dude, I've been doing Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu for 6 years, and I just knew that without a really definitive striking game or a good wrestling background to negate Mickey's takedowns, that it would just be futile for him, and turned out to be the case. But I honestly want to see the guy fight again. Even though he lost, I feel that what he did that night was nothing short of heroic. Because as I said, guys, like it's been said, like Mickey was a brown belt in Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. He was 3-0 as an amateur, 2-0 at that point as a professional fighter, finished all of his opponents in the first round. Like, people don't understand that 2-0 doesn't mean anything in mixed martial arts. Like, there could be a guy, a stud is a fucking stud, and CM Punk went in there with a legit fighter. He went in there with a guy who could tear his fucking head off at any point, but he still took it. To me, that speaks volumes, because Punk, he's the draw, he's the guy, he's the superstar, he's the dude doing the UFC a favor by being in that fight, not the other way around, as many people say. No, CM Punk did the UFC a favor that night. So CM Punk could have said, you know what, give me a shit can, I want to win. And the UFC could have given him somebody who sucked. In fact, they could have paid Gall off and said, look, Gall, we'll give you some fights, but we want Punk to fight Mike Jackson. And, that would still be a tough fight for Punk, because Mike Jackson's a stud as far as a striker goes, but they could have done something like that. They could have honestly said that, had Punk spar with like 10 different guys, and the one he beat the shit out of, that would be the guy he was supposed to fight. They could have done all sorts of things, but he chose to go in there with a real fighter. And what I saw, everyone's like, oh, Punk got his ass kicked. Punk got his ass kicked. He did. Respectfully, he did. But what I saw was a white belt fend off a choke from a legit brown belt for a minute and a half repeatedly. The guy just got stuck. I mean, look, dude, I'm a pretty decent grappler. Mickey would have done worse to me, or maybe not worse, but, he would have got that choke on me if he had the back mount. Absolutely. He would have gotten that shit on world-class jiu-jitsu guys. He's finished every fight with a rear naked choke. I mean, a few things people aren't giving Punk credit for is the fact that he survived longer than any other opponent of Mickey. Yeah, dude, I hope he comes back. I liked seeing what I saw. I think he has potential to be somebody really, really good, but the UFC needs to give him some legit people opponents who make sense, right? Because I want to see him fight in the UFC. I don't want to see him on some bum organization. I want to see CM Punk in the UFC. And a lot of people want to see that. So what the UFC needs to do is be like, okay, look, Punk does not have a refined jiu-jitsu game. He doesn't have a refined striking game. He is bare basic. He's 37 years old. So they need to find him an opponent, mid-30s, 1 pro fight, 2 pro fights. Maybe they're 0-2. Maybe they suck. But you got to give him some cans first to build up some fucking confidence, because that's what's going to, give us a real CM Punk, evolution. I know the guy's 37. He's only got maybe 2 to 3 years of competing in him, but I would love to see him get like a legitimate shot by the UFC. I hope they don't just keep feeding him to the lions until he gets beat up. But yeah, I thought what he did was heroic. I love the shit he said after the fight. I like the stuff that Mickey Gall said after the fight, because him and Sage Norcutt is a fight that I really want to see. I think if it stays on the feet, Sage will win. I feel if it goes to the ground, Mickey will win. I might do some code-alongs later on today. I'll do it live on the YouTube stream. But I like to talk about MMA. Sorry, guys. YouTube told me I should start recording from my phone more, so that's what I decided to do. How do you feel that CM Punk did? How do you feel? Do you think he did well? Do you think he sucked? Comment below. Tell me your thoughts. Tell me a fight that you would like to see for CM Punk, or even if you want to see him at all. Do you think Mickey would beat Sage Norcutt? Do you think Sage Norcutt would beat Mickey? Do you think that Mickey even deserves that fight, considering the fact that he has yet to beat an opponent who has a single pro win yet? Is Mickey let's go even further. Do you think Mickey Gall is the real deal? All right, comment below. Let's have some fun. I'll talk to you guys soon. See you later.